welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Gigi with Gigi Loves Beauty 2, and it is time for another Shop My Stash. Sorry, I am a little bit late, but here is just a little quick look at what is in here. I did rotate some products in here that I received in my October Ipsy and BOXYCHARM. So there are some additional palettes in here that I did pull. There's also, I put this additional primer in here that I got from BOXYCHARM. I will say my brow section over here with brows and eyeliners, I think I'm pretty much going to keep everything in here. I'm not going to switch out this stuff just yet, but I am going to switch out everything that is in here. And I'm really excited because I actually did use every eyeshadow palette that I pulled. I used at least once, so really happy about that. All of this is going to come out with the exception of the primers. I'm going to keep the primers in here for one more month to get some more use out of them. Same thing with the setting sprays. This setting spray I pulled in from BOXYCHARM, and this is really nice. The sprayer is a little aggressive, so I have to be careful with it, but I do really like it. It's a hyaluronic acid setting spray. It was really nice. So the setting sprays are going to stay in here. These three. I'm going to keep the mascaras in here and also the same lip liners, but everything else out of here is going to come out. And then down here to the palette drawer and all the lip products. I used all of the lip products, if not once, multiple times. And this is another palette that I received from BOXYCHARM, I believe, and I put this in. This palette was so pretty. The metallics in here are gorgeous. So yeah, I used everything. I did a lot of looks. So I'm gonna get those products in that bin right there, take it to the room, lay everything out on the bed so you can see all the color stories. And yeah, let's get to it. I got all the products laid out on the bed. I always like to do this so that you can see the insides of everything, all the color stories that I was working with. So these are the face palettes, and these are some of my OG favorites. I love all of these. This Alamar is absolutely stunning. I did use it several times, but these blushes are so super pigmented. You have to be very light-handed with them. That's the Sephora palette. My Anastasia highlighter palette. Bronzed is still my absolute favorite shade in there. This is the Makeup Revolution and Tammy palette. I love this. I also used this for work for a few looks that I didn't actually take pictures of, where it was just a very simple, natural look and go. This is perfect for that. These are all the blushes that I use. Mama Pat, I actually did get a chance to finally use this, and it's gorgeous. This one I recently purchased. I finally broke down and bought the Mented blush in Clay Too Much, and this is absolutely stunning. Love that. Love my Milani blush. This Essence blush is really nice. Liquid highlighters. Here's all the lippies. I used everything. This is actually the lip gloss that I'm wearing today. This is the Fenty Gloss Bomb Heat in Hot Cherry. I received this in Ipsy. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You hear me talking about Ipsy and BOXYCHARM, and if you watch any of my previous videos, you have heard that I canceled. But I actually did get accepted to their PR ambassador program, and so now I get Ipsy and BOXYCHARM PR. So I will be incorporating products from those boxes into my Shop My Stash when I receive them. So I'm going to pull products from my collection already, and then I'm going to test out some products from Ipsy and BOXYCHARM to see if I want to integrate them into my collection or if I want to move them to my makeup kit. So anyway, here's the bronzers. I love this one, L'Oreal Fresh Wear. I finally figured out the best way to use these. I used to think that I thought that these weren't pigmented enough. You have to use a dense brush. If you want more color payoff with these, use a denser brush. And then I got the color that I wanted. If you just want a very soft bronze, then you can use a more fluffy brush. But yeah, got that. The Say bronzer, the Say cream bronzer. This is actually really nice. I thought it was gonna be super red on me. I don't know why I remembered it being really red. And it was very warm, but when I combined this with this MAC mineralized skin finish in Dark Deep as a topper, the combination was gorgeous. Here is my Anastasia bronzer. 3 single highlighters. Oh my gosh, these e.l.f. highlighters are so gorgeous. I was debating putting these in my kit, but I think I might keep them in my personal collection because I really love these. They're very subtle. They're a baked formula. They're so gorgeous. This is that Estee Lauder highlighter in Heat Wave. Classic Stunner. Here's my complexion products. Really enjoyed this Bite Beauty powder. in medium 2. I use this all over my face to set my face. Very, very nice powder. I am finally going to put back my Revlon Photo Ready Candid powders. I don't want to because I loved how these looked, especially this powder right here under my eyes was phenomenal. But again, if I don't switch these out, I won't get more use out of other things in my collection. Here is the Tarte Ultra Creamy, Tarte Ultra Creamy Concealer. This is amazing, super beautiful. I love mixing it with this Huda Beauty. Now I will say these concealers, I did like them, but I would not use them on their own because they're very thick and they're very full coverage. So mixing them with this more hydrating concealer worked really, really well, and it helped it last all day. The Purely's BB Cream. I did really enjoy this. However, it's a little light, so I have to be careful about how much I use. I may take this on vacation with me when I go to Vegas next month, but I'm gonna have to pair it with another cream because again, the color is a little light. Got the Merit Stick. I use this under my eyes. This is in Buff. Here, oh my God, this Mented foundation stick is so amazing. Like, look at how much I've used. I opened this brand new. I have the shade T30. When they say skin, they mean skin. This product right here is fabulous. And this is probably the only stick foundation I will ever purchase now because I loved it so much. And these products here, the CoverGirl foundation and the L'Oreal True Match Nude, were an amazing combo. This one is really hydrating. This one is matte when you mix them together. The shade was perfection. The finish was perfection. Loved, loved, loved. And then I actually am going to put back my MAC paint pots. I have Painterly and Laying Low. I'm going to swap them out. This is the ColourPop Shadow and a little Corky. I'm going to put that back. Here's the inside color story of the Ciate London palette. And these metallics are gorgeous. So yeah, I love that. Prism. So this came from BOXYCHARM, and this palette right here, these were the 2 editions. This is the Fall Edit palette from Estate Cosmetics. This came in the Ipsy last month. So I added those. Huda Beauty Gemstones, Natasha Denona, the Spoiled Lips. I finally tried this. This is really nice. Surprisingly, I think the palette that I used the most out of all of them was this right here. This is the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. I use this the most because I would just take a matte shade from here and, you know, pair it with, either pair it with these liquid shadows from Mora. I incorporated these. I just hauled the new set that they had. I'm totally obsessed with those liquid shadows. But I would combine this. I did a really nice look where I combined this with this shadow. I combined this with one of the shimmers from here or one of the shimmers from there. There is the Haunted Europe palette. Surprisingly, I only used this twice, and I've only used a few shades out of here. So I may pull that back in sometime next year. This is my curated Z palette. I did use this a couple times too. I'm gonna swap out some of the shades in here, a few of the multi-chromes, and maybe one of the hollow shades. I'm gonna keep in the mattes. I'm gonna keep in that matte blue, but I'm gonna switch out some of the sparkly shades. And then there is the BH palette. So yeah, I used everything, y'all. I did my makeup so much because I was going back and forth to the office. So I put on makeup every day. And I have 17 looks to share with you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll the slideshow. We'll get all this stuff closed up, put back in the basket, and then we'll get to the fun part, which will be picking new products for the month. All right, let's get to the fun part. Let's go ahead and pull some more eyeshadow. If you're not familiar with my Shop My Stashes or you have never seen them, I like to pull all of my eyeshadows first, and then I build the rest of the Shop My Stash around all of the eyeshadow palette and those color stories. So we're gonna start up top here. And I think I'm only going to take one palette out of here, which is going to be the Nomad Lake Como palette. I still have yet to use this. It's got a very pretty like blue and green color story. So I'm gonna pull that one from up here. Do I want another one from in here? I'm not. Actually, you know what? I actually am gonna pull another palette. Let's grab the Juvia's Place Nubian 3 Coral. I haven't used this in a long time. Let's go with that. Next up, we're gonna go to this drawer right here, drawer number 1, which has this has my sparkly things, my eyeliners. I pull my eyeliners as I need them. I apologize if you hear rain. It is raining really hard. My eyeshadow primers, and then my smaller palettes. So I am going to pull a palette out of here. I want one of these Wet n Wild palettes. I've not used one of these in such a long time. And I want to make sure I have a neutral option for quick work-ready looks. So I'm going to grab this one. This is the Nude Awakening. This is more cool tone. So I'm gonna grab that one. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna grab anything else. Oh, actually, yes, I am. This one I won in a giveaway on Facebook. This is the Colored Rain Mimosa Moment eyeshadow palette. So I'm gonna grab that little guy. For primers, I'm going to pull back in the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit shadow. This is great as a primer. This is the Marabella primer, and I'm almost done with this. I actually took the stopper out of this. And then I'm gonna grab my Maybelline Fit Me powder because I use this to set the liquid shadow. And then I'm also going to use, again, the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fairs for more dramatic. Okay, now for more sparkly things, I'm gonna grab two. Which two am I gonna grab? I'm gonna grab 2 of these Mora Diamond Days liquid shadows. Just trying to decide which ones to grab. I think I'm gonna go with these 2 right here. When I take them out the box, I'll be able to show you the shade names better. I picked 2 different ones. Well, one of them was the same, but I picked a different shade because the 2 that I picked were too similar. So we have the shade Ego and the shade Top Notch. Look at how beautiful and sparkly those are. And then I also decided to pull some single shadows. This one is from Believe Beauty that I picked up from Dollar General in Innocence. This is my ColourPop limited edition Super Shock and Birthday Treat. And I also pulled a single Super Shock in Lightning Bug. And I also swapped out some shades from my singles, my indie singles. So I swapped out, I basically swapped out everything except for these 3 shades. So we have Glam Shop, Glam Shop, Glam Shop. These 2, here, I'll put this down. This one and this one are multi-chromes from Divina, and these 2 shades right here are from Terra. Okay, on to drawer number 2, which is my Big Daddy eyeshadow palette drawer. So, I don't know if you see anything different, but I have added yet another mothership to my collection from the fall sale. This was my treat for myself for getting a promotion at work and also booking my first wedding. I went ahead and picked up Mama Pat Subversive 3. Y'all, this grungy color story was just calling my name, so I went ahead and picked this up. I'm gonna pull that. I wanna pull one of these Alter Ego palettes that I haven't used yet. I think I wanted this one, and Goddess, yep. Goddess, let's grab that one. And then I'm also going to grab, which is appropriate for this time of year, the Ace Beauté Falling For You palette. I got the idea to pull this from my girl, Jackie, Miss Jackie. Moving over here really quick to this top drawer. This has some of my larger palettes in it. And I wanna pull from here, I wanna go back to my Novena 5. November is my birthday month, and if you guys were not aware, my favorite color is purple, and this is the Ultimate Purple Lovers palette. So I do wanna add this to my Shop My Stash this month. Last but not least, to round out my eyeshadow palette selection, these are 2 palettes that were gifted to me by my girl Dion from Dion Loves Makeup. Thank you, girl. She gifted me like 5 palettes. So to either put in, she wanted to support my makeup artist journey. So I'm gonna test these out, determine if I want to, you know, just keep them for myself or put them in my kit. More than likely, I will have them as options to put in my kit. Let me move them around. So we have, this is the Elise the Queen palette. I really like that. And then this is the OPV Spotlight palette. So that is going to round out all of the eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to select. Again, if I get something in Ipsy or BOXYCHARM PR that I might want to add to my stash, I will do that when I get it. So now that we have the eyeshadows selected, let's go on and pick everything else around these colors. Now let's move on to drawer number 3, which is my complexion drawer. So I think this time around, I'm gonna go for 2 oldie but goodies that I want to try a combo with, and then I'm gonna also select some new additions to my kit. So to my makeup collection. So anyway, I found these Sephora foundations right here from Marshall's when I was in New Jersey in August. And as you can see, the price was really right. It was $4.99. So I bought 2 shades so that I can mix the 2. So this, I think this is the S Clean. What is this? Yeah, the S Clean foundation. So I picked up these 2. So I'm gonna try those, and then I'm gonna pick also Fenty Hydrating in 360. This shade is a little light. 370 is my perfect shade, but I want to use 360 as a mixer, and I'm gonna mix it with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation, and this is in 440C. These foundations, the undertone is way off. This is not cool toned at all. It's very warm tone. It's also a little dark. So I think if I mix it with this one, it should work out really well. Now let's move on to picking some concealers. And I'm also gonna pick some like cream bronzer products. So first thing is I actually wanna try out these Flesh Sticks. So I wanna try out this one in Latte and use that as like an under eye concealer. I found these at Dollar Tree, y'all. This one is in the shade Cafe. This would be like my skin tone, but I'm not gonna pick that, but I am gonna choose this one here. I'm gonna try to use this. This is Tin Tiramisu as like a cream bronzer situation. So for actual concealer for the face, or for under my eye, I think I wanna go with, I'm gonna pull back in my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is in Tan Neutral. Also going to go with the Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer. This is in, come on shade, focus. Focus, focus, focus. Medium Golden. And then one more is, I'm actually going to open a new one of the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in C12. So we're gonna go with those items for concealer and a stick bronzer. I'm gonna pick some powder. I think I'm gonna pick 4 powders this time. I'm gonna do 2 pressed and 2 loose. So I'm actually going to, let's see, I don't know what I'm gonna pick, y'all. I want my Mora powders. Let's break again. Y'all, these keep breaking on me. I don't know what to do to make them stop breaking. You know what? Let's try this little powder right here from Dollar Tree. This is a Be Pure Infused Pressed Face Powder. I'm gonna try that for under the eye. I want a loose powder for under the eye. Let's go with this Mora setting powder in translucent. So yeah, those will be my 2 under the eye powders. And then for my 2 face powders, again, I'm gonna go with 1 pressed and 1 loose. Let's try this Physicians Formula. Do I want that one? Oh, I already used that one. Yeah, actually I haven't tried this one yet. Let's try this one. This is the Physicians Formula Healthy Powder. The Healthy Powder. MN4 is the shade. So I'm gonna use that as my pressed powder. And then for my loose powder, I think those are my pressed. I need a loose powder. Which one do I want? Oh, that's the Morphe. I'm thinking about decluttering that. I don't really like that powder at all. What's this one? Is this the Milani? I don't want that one either. Tarte Shape Tape. You know what? Let me go with this one. The Tarte Shape Tape powder in Translucent Tan Deep. Let's go with that. Change my mind. I don't want that one for my pressed powder. I'm gonna go with, I have a Physicians Formula for under the eye. This pressed powder right here. So this one is in the shade LW2. So I'm gonna use that one under the eye. All right, now we're on to drawer number 4. Do I need anything out of here? This is mascara, like lip balms and stuff, lash glue, brow products, liquid highlighter. Actually, I do. I want to pull some liquid highlighters out of here. I'm gonna go with, I just got this in my BOXYCHARM last month. This is the Sunshine Stick Illuminator. I'm gonna try that one. There was something else that I got this right here, the Ciate London Dewy Stick. I like to use this underneath my foundation. So I'm gonna pick that. And then I wanted one more. I'm gonna pick this J-Cat Halo Glow in Moonlight highlighter. So yeah, we're gonna try a highlighter in here that I wanna pull. I haven't used in a while. This is the MAC and Tiana Taylor limited edition highlighter in House of Petunias. So I'm going to pull this. Moving on to drawer number 5. This is one of my favorite drawers of all time because I have bronzer, blush, and highlighter. So I'm gonna pick a cream bronzer. I just actually picked this up. This is the Mora Stay Golden Cream Bronzer for face and body, and it is in tan brown. And then I also am gonna grab the Insta Conceal and Contour from Rimmel London. I found this at Dollar Tree. And then for powders out of here, I think I wanted the Morphe Bronzer in Fabulous. And then I need something for the Revlon ones back here. Is this one open? I think this is my Milani face powder in Pecan. Wait, no, that's a brand new one. The one I have open is right here. Yeah, let's pull that. Milani face powder in Pecan. This is a beautiful bronzer. This will make a nice topper for the creams too. All right, from this section right here, I'm actually also going to grab another bronzer. I want my Jouer Duo. This is the Jouer Duo in the deep to dark version because one of these is really good for my nose. So I'm gonna pull that out. And for blushes, I'm gonna go all affordable this time. I want to try out these 2 blushes from Dollar Tree. These are from the Ione Zodiac collection. I have the Peach Blush and also Baby Rose. And then I'm gonna pick 2 of my Mora blushes. So I want, actually, you know what? I want Bella Pink. I'm gonna grab 3 of these. Bella Pink, that's Tender Rose. I'm looking for Ruby Flush. There's Orange Blossom. Let's go from the back. Orange Blossom. And then the other one I want is Mellow Pink. That's Sweet Peach. I think this one is Mellow Pink. This is more of an everyday one. Yep, Mellow Pink. So we're gonna go with those blush options right there. On to some highlighters. So I wanna grab one of my little mini Artist Couture highlighters. I want this one right here. And yes, I want one of my Maybelline highlighters. Molten Peach. I don't think I want Molten Peach. I think I want Rose Gold. Yeah, this one right here, Molten Rose Gold. And then I also want to use one of my highlighters from Becca. That's Chocolate Geode. I want Bronzed Amber. Is it right here? Yeah, Bronzed Amber. I'm gonna pick those 3 single highlighters to go with the MAC highlighter that I picked. I'm gonna move over to this now. I always like to show these drawers. I'm not gonna switch out my primers. Like I said, I wanna keep using the primers that I have in there. So that's the primer drawer. Face palettes, yes. Because I picked so many individual bronzers, blushes, and highlighters, I'm only gonna pick 2 face palettes. So I'm gonna go with these 2 right here. I'm gonna go with the Sephora S Clean. Since I picked the foundations, I might as well use the cream blushes. This is a full palette of cream blushes. I love this. I think this is the Spice version, if I'm not mistaken. what is this? Yeah, the spice version. And then I'm gonna go with also my Glowing in Grease blush and highlighter palette. So we're gonna pick those two face palettes. This is my last drawer. Yep, I'm just gonna pull those as I need to. So let's start right here at the gloss drawer. So sorry, the lighting in here is terrible. I'm gonna pick one of these Mora glosses right here. I love their lip oil, but I haven't tried their actual like gloss, or maybe I've only tried this once. This one is in Coral, like Coral Peach or something like that. So we're gonna use that. This elf shouldn't be over here. I don't know why that's there. Something else I wanted from here too, or was it one of the other drawers? It might be in my high-end section. Oh, actually no, here. I wanted Elf Mauve Glitz, I believe. That's the plumping one. Or no, actually I want to try this. This is the Elf Plumping Gloss. I haven't tried this yet. This is the Sugar Plum Plump Gloss. Yeah, and Mauve Glitz. Yep, that's the one I want. I want that one. And then I also want a gloss from this section right here. I want another Bare Minerals. That's Brave Soul. I think I wanted Warm Hearted. Yeah, Warm Hearted. I'm gonna use this one. I've got a pretty good dent in there, but I want to get some more use out of that. Oh, and also MAC. My MAC, this is gonna go with my Cool Tone looks. This is MAC and Steel Kiss. Let's grab that too. Now let's move on to the lipstick drawer. So I'm gonna pull two of my Fenties right here. I think these are the two that I want. Griselda and PMS. One's a dark brown, one's a real dark burgundy. I also want, I mean, it's Scorpio season, so I gotta pull this. This is the Sephora Lip Stories lipstick in Scorpio. And then I also want to pull one of my prop lips because I haven't used one of those in a long time. So let's see which one I want. I wanted the one called Dynamite. Hold on, let me just find the one I wanted. This is that orange lipstick called Dynamite. This is such a beautiful shade. This is probably this is the only orange lipstick I own and the only one that I would ever wear. So I'm gonna grab that one. And then I also need a red. So I'm gonna grab one liquid lipstick. This is the e.l.f. Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade Red Vixen. And then I also need a nude, y'all. I don't have a nude lipstick. I have some nude glosses, but let me pull a nude lipstick. Let me see. I want one of my, pull one of my L'Oreal's, I guess. Let's do this one. $9.79 Bold Mauve. Beautiful, beautiful, affordable drugstore mauve nude. Okay, so here is an overview of the final poll. I did make a little bit of an edit. I had a red lip gloss in here from Ioni, but I pulled that out. I realized I didn't have a purple lipstick to go with the Anastasia palette, so I pulled in Pat McGrath Blitz Trans in Cyber Orchid. This is such a beautiful purple lipstick. So yeah, those are all the lippies, my face palettes. Here's an overview of everything. Oh, and I had to add in my Purple Dreams highlighter. Like, I can't do a purple look and not use this purple highlighter. It's absolutely stunning. So, yep. This is the final pull. And here are all the color stories. So, let me go ahead and get everything back into the bathroom and we will wrap up this video. So here is everything. I fit everything in very nicely. I finally have a setup that works for me. Those are my brush holders right there. I have my brushes in that bag over there because I need to wash them before I go in with new products. But let me just show you everything in here. So here are all the larger palettes. And I got the bigger face palette in there with all my lip products down here. This seems to be the method that works for me the best now. Bottom drawer here has the setting sprays, loose highlighters, liquid highlighters, the two little bronzers, Situations, lip liner, mascara. I told you I was gonna keep that in. And the Sephora S Clean. Here is the complexion with the primers, powders are underneath. And the foundation, concealer, blushes, highlighter, and more bronzer. And then up top here is where I put the single shadows, the primer, the Mora shadows, and also the smaller palettes. So yeah, that about does it. That is a wrap for my Shop My Stash. You guys, so that is truly a wrap for this video. I hope that you enjoyed going through my stash with me. If you are new here and you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure that you smash that like button for me. Let the community know that you guys enjoy the content that I'm bringing to you. Also, make sure you have your notifications turned on also that you do not miss any content from your girl, Gigi. And make sure you're following me on all my other social medias. I am Gigi Loves Beauty 2. We'll put the handle right here. Also, make sure to follow my other IG, which is my makeup artist page, Gigi Loves Makeup. I will put that here as well. Thank you once again to all of my returner subscribers. Thank you so much for continuing to support this girl right here. And to all my newbies, as always, thank you for joining me as well. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you on the next Shop My Stash.